VGC is supported by Patreon. Check out patreon.com/videogameschronicle for more podcasts, ad-free browsing and extra content. Thank you for your support. Hello there and welcome to VGC. My name is Chris Scoy and I'm joined once again by the beast from the east, Jordan Midler. How are you doing, Jordan?
Chris, that's got to be Kane. The man who they've never ever done a proper version of Kane 98, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Why are we here today? Is it just to see the Kane 98 entrance?
That's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye. No, today is the final of our preview kind of WWE 2K26 videos. Today we're looking at MyFaction and we're looking at The Island. The only reason I'm showing Kane is that someone complained that we used Kane as a thumbnail in the other video and then didn't include his entrance, so I'm just adding it as a little bumper to keep
that man happy. Paul Bearer.
Oh yes it was. So yeah, just never let it be said that VGC doesn't make people happy by giving them what they request. But yeah, today we're looking at MyFaction and The Island, two of the more popular modes in the game. So here's MyFaction, where now you start with one of four superstars and they become your lead wrestler. No men's and women's divisions this time in MyFaction, so you don't have two completely separate teams of four. It's just one team of four now, of any gender you wish, which makes things a bit easier. I mean, there are still matches where one of the requirements is it must be all men or it must be all women, just like you would get must be a certain rating or a certain type. So that's still going to happen, but those are more going to be like just one-offs rather than for the most part it's one team now of four, which is quite nice.
My question is, first question, this is a two-parter, are all the personas now in the ringside pass? Are there any that are MyFaction exclusive?
No, there are still MyFaction exclusive ones, which is frustrating. But so again, we're going to have to see how that goes. They've added actually 3 locations in the world tour this time. Remember before it was just America for 10 months, and then they jammed in Japan like last month. Just they're like, oh shit, we better do something. This time they told me last week that basically they decided now to break it down into smaller regions so that you actually get more frequent stuff. Faction Wars is different now as well. You get a deck at the start instead of choosing your own ones to enter Faction Wars with. You, as the more you play it, you unlock better decks. So you start with this kind of basic deck of crappy cards, and yeah, as the more you play Faction Wars, the more you unlock like better decks, which kind of encourages more kind of experimental play rather than you just picking your 4 best ones and using them every time. You now get to mess about, which is quite good. Other than that, it's not massively changed. It's still the same kind of basic bunch of different match types.
My issue with MyFaction was like I felt like I was never enjoying playing the actual matches. I was speeding through them to try and get like the CM Punk or the AJ Styles or whatever. Especially when it came to like, oh, you've got to do 4 tables matches in a row here. I'll just do the table glitch and powerbomb them over the rope onto the outside. Do the matches seem like more worth playing now? Is there still that concept of like, oh, you need to get, I can see it in the corner there, you need to do like the MyFaction points, do like your signature and your finisher and all that stuff. In
Faction War specifically, it's similar. This new quick swap mode, which you're looking at now, is designed to make the 4v4 tag matches quicker. So instead of before you would get someone in the corner and just kind of isolate them in the corner and then pin them 3 times so nobody else could run in and then you do the pin. Now you've got this quick swap mode where whenever you're standing still, there's a cooldown on it as well. You can switch to a different wrestler right away, and the aim is to basically KO all 4 people on the team. They share finishers and signatures, but they don't share a health bar, so you're going to have to keep kind of swapping about and swapping between the wrestlers to save your health basically. I actually had quite a bit of fun with this one, but I think it's going to require a bit more playing to see why they've added this, because the pitch is, oh, we added it to make 4v4 matches more interesting, but I wonder if the real pitch is we've added this to make it harder to win certain tasks, because at the moment the version I played, the only quick matches you could find were in live events. There's a March one of those ones where you can every month they add like 9 different, you can claim 9 different rewards. Can't remember what they call it, but there's that. This is the Island now. So the island now has 3 different factions that you can join. There's the, I think you're about to see their logos here, the Order of Anarchy, the Order of Shadows, and the Order of Tradition. And they're all fighting now to see who dominates the island. And there's now, they've taken out those flat kind of static dialogue screens, which they had before, and it's now fully voice acted.
Graphics are amazing. Look at how that's just some PS6 stuff.
Exactly. Ray tracing the lot. Raymond's tracing. But yeah, it says you choose your order and you choose men's or women's division for this one. There's a bunch of different save slots, so thankfully you can play through it multiple times, and you don't have to commit to one, because whoever you choose, you get totally different stories by the looks of it. So it looks like it's basically 3 stories in one. I ended up liking the island last year. Like at first I was like, this is the money spinner, like in NBA, but you can actually play it pretty easily without spending any money, which I thought was a nice kind of a relief.
I liked how daft it was, like when you were doing Ghost of Paul Bearer stuff. I was like, okay, they're kind of, they're being less serious with it than you'd expect.
Exactly. And it's generally the same kind of island, but they've obviously messed it up. They've put the 3 different factions in their own bits now. There's a Scrapyard match now, which we'll see in a bit. And also, like I say, everyone's got voice acting. There's a bit here where I run up to Drew McIntyre, and I think we should stop talking and give him a bit of, when it gets to him, to let him speak, because you can hear Drew McIntyre trying his very best to deliver some voice acting. But yeah, like I say, the dialogue now is like this. It's all in engine with actual voice acting. And that makes it so much better than it was before, when it was just like those really retro looking static screens, which I thought were a bit shit. Here we go. Let's give the man his moment.
You're headed into the Scrapyard. I'm surprised Rhea and her card-reading pet didn't put you off with their voodoo and their crystal balls. All those rumors about the place, pay them no mind.
Give the man an Oscar right now.
All those rumors about the place, pay them no mind.
Pay them no mind, brother. PG.
That's like that. Why this has always been an issue. Whenever they tried to record promos for story mode or whatever, they wouldn't record them in a big airy arena. They would record them in a sound booth, so it sounded like they were up here saying, "I'm going to beat you tonight, John Bradshaw Layfield," and the crowd would go, "Ah."
Put them in their NXT promo class and just let them go wild. This is the Scrapyard. This is the other new kind of area that they've added. It's got this comically high bit, which they're on top of here, where you'll see when I drop down how high it is. There's no need for it to be this high, because the camera rarely zooms out high enough to actually let you see.
Jesus, that's on my way.
I've voluntarily dropped down here at one point, and it's like she must break her ankles. There's a Bronson Reed every single time like you come down there, which isn't ideal. But yeah, it's a fun bit. It's just absolutely rammed with weapons and stuff to play through. But that's the kind of
who the Christ is Tank Ledger? Is that like a fake person?
There's always fake ones in the island. Anyway, I've created default McMisses. I've called her, because I only had like 2 minutes to make someone. Here we go. Here's the ankle breaker.
Oh.
So unnecessary.
I think that is literally just because they've done this like ragdoll stuff now. Like, we need to make it high so it looks funny when they're
pretty much. I wouldn't surprise me. There's a shopping trolley there as well, but you can put people in and push around, which is quite funny. That's pretty much it for our video. For those who still want a wee bit more, stick around to the. We're about to stop talking, but what I'll do is after this, I'll put down the whole quick swap match that you saw briefly earlier, and the whole of that Scrapyard match right after we finish talking, which is why this video is a lot longer than it looks, even though we're wrapping up. But until then, Jordan, are you excited, pumped, and thoroughly completely overwhelmed with excitement at playing WWE 2K26?
I heard some rumors about how terrible the game was going to be, but I'm going to pay them no mind, like a great man once said. So yes, I'm very excited to. Specifically, I mean, my faction stuff doesn't do tons for me, but the other stuff we looked at, you can see in other videos. I'm going to be CM punking all over the place. So
the thing that's going to divide people, I think, is the new stamina in Reversal's situation. That's the thing that I think is going to have to wait and see when it comes out in the wild, and see once thousands of people are playing it how that's going to go down. But so far I'm cautiously optimistic. Yeah, all good. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Like I say, stick around here, and you'll get to see those 2 full matches after we finish talking. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Keep it VGC for all of your lovely modern video gaming news. Goodbye.
And now one of the oddest matches you'll ever see in WWE, or just oddest thing you'll ever see in your life, really, the quick swap match.
This whole match is unnatural. I do not like it. As a matter of fact, I don't know how science is allowing this. I've read books. I'm a marine biologist, for God's sake. And 2 objects of the same matter cannot occupy the same space.
Oh, slam down. Oh, man.
Slips out of the way.
There it is, the quick swap, proving the concept of impenetrability does not exist.
Ooh.
Oh, a kick, wow!
Taking flight.
Oh, flattening the opposition. In a no disqualification match, I'd wager the advice is as simple as do whatever it takes.
That's right. You gotta be unflinching, man. Don't hold back. Give it all you got, and then some.
But a good old-fashioned punch to the mouth breaks it.
The full Nelson slam. Rear naked choke locked in. This one could be over. And the whole point here is just to cause
Trying to fend off this submission, and Lynch able to slip out of it. Stopped cold with a clothesline.
He's looking to take things to the outside now.
And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage. Oh, jeez, trying to take their head off with that clothesline.
Had the wherewithal to counter Dragon.
Oh, I think we're about to see something explosive. Oh!
Taking steps toward the top rope.
Look out! Gets the knees up. Incredible wherewithal. Wow, float over. Immediately into a sit-out powerbomb.
There it is, that voodoo quick swap thingy. Goodbye.
Lands a timely reversal.
There's a move being made here. Can it trap Tiffany? There it is. Got the abdominal stretch locked in.
That's a great counter there, and turns it into a great offensive maneuver.
Boom! Drop kick. And now taking the chance to go to the outside, get out.
From the top, diving double axe handle.
Oh, he's gonna wrench that arm just a little bit. Oh, gonna feel a lot of pain right here. I'm talking about, oh, wait a minute. Big shots, big shots. Oof.
But here comes the fire.
Rising up, but is entirely off kilter. Danger looming.
Oh, Big Otis with a Big Otis slam.
There's no way you recover from that.
Ouch.
This has been an elite performance from these competitors.
They're leaving it all in the ring.
Cool turns that around. Body shot. Oh, look at the ninth wonder of the world. China.
Pedigree. Using the big guns do it.
Boom.
It seems the entire WWE Universe is going to have to pick their jaws off the floor after this match is over and done with. And she narrowly escapes that maneuver.
Oh, strong impact.
And able to evade the offense. One response after another, back and forth we go.
Blast off. Oh, coming down from way up top.
Here's the quick swap.
Has him wrangled.
East River crossing.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
Immediately into a sit-out powerbomb.
Turns it around. What a display of strength here. Check her face after that one.
Kicked right in the stomach.
And a well-timed counter.
He avoids that one. Caught with that axe handle. Lynch with all the momentum.
Manhandles well. She got it. Perfect. Right on the money.
Becky Lynch.
Manhandle slam. That can do too.
Faith breaker by Michelle McCool.
Did Michelle get it all?
There's not a single person sitting in this arena.
It's pandemonium, Cole.
Oh, she puts the brakes on that. Andy counters. A running Hurricane Rana.
Technical masterclass from Gargano. Bullseye to the jaw with a super kick.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. Face first in the turnbuckle.
Oh, great wherewithal there. Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano got it done.
VGC is supported by Patreon. Check out patreon.com/videogameschronicle for more podcasts, ad-free browsing and extra content. Thank you for your support.